It's the big Saturday in July that everybody looks forward to. Sunshine, sideshows, picnics and pace as the 40 invited crews fight for the biggest purse in rallying on the Burma Rally in Lurgan Park.
It's got nothing to do with your four-sprung dirge technique, you know. And it's not about you joggers who go round, round, round.
It's like meeting the Stephen Roach and Sean Kelly of rallying here out on a reconnaissance trip.
I'm not so sure whether I would really be in the Stephen Roach's job or not. Paddles is very heavy on the shoe.
Bertie, are you watching him or is he watching you?
You know, I think we're just really keeping an eye on each other, which way we're looking to see where we're going to be putting our wheels and that, you know.
This is the man you've got to beat, as you very well know here, Bertie.
There's 38 others as well to be beat, Plum. McKinstry will not be a problem.
Kenny, maybe we have a word with you. You have to reply to that.
I'll reply from the driving seat, so he's going to suffer, and he doesn't know it yet.
And what about going back to your old car?
Well, I was out on it last night, and I was out on it this morning, and it hasn't changed a lot, you know, so I think it still likes me.
There are at least a dozen drivers with the ability to topple Kenny's crown, and many are tipping young Milner as the man. Not that young Milner, she's a lady. Johnny, a lot of people are saying this is the car and you're the man that could beat Kenny McKinstry.
I hope so too. I mean, I've been last year, as you know, with the Group N, won Group N, and then I won with the F2 car, the two-wheel drive section. So this year, as you say, yeah, this is the car to do it. I hope I'm the driver to do it. I'm like Kenny. I mean, we're both in Rallycross together, and now and again I could beat him at Rallycross, even with a smaller car. So I'm going to give it absolute rock all today.
It'll be a very good achievement if we do get first today. The car's going much better than it was in Donegal, so we're very happy to do well here. It will be a better car than it was here last year, and basically the route is similar.
I've been coming here now for 5 or 6 years. I enjoy the park, particularly when it's good weather like this. It brings the crowds out and it's a fantastic day for the spectators. Plus today's a very good entry with all the top cars here.
Tell me about the car you're in.
It belongs to Eddie Torrance. It's an ex-Malcolm Wilson car. It's a nice car. I don't think it's been used. It's just one that he has bought. We had a run in it last night. It wasn't going very well last night, but I think it's just the thing hasn't been run and the water injection wasn't right, so hopefully it'll be a bit better today.
You two gentlemen have got something in common. Do you know what it is?
No, you tell me, Plum.
I have a bit of an idea, yeah. It's still fresh in my memory, yeah.
Are you sponsored, can I give you a clue, are you sponsored by the Forestry Commission this year?
Yeah, the trees and I in Lurgan Park, I think, have a certain magnetism for each other, and obviously Roy's the same.
Yeah, but not only have you both hit trees in Lurgan Park, you've both hit the same one.
We've learned from last year, we're going a bit easier at that corner, hopefully.
And the 7 times maestro of the park, Kenny McKinstry, back in his old Subaru with its new owner Tom Spence alongside him, sets out on another bid to win this high-profile crowd pleaser. The North Armagh Motorcycle and Car Club's venue, donated for the day by the Craigavon Borough Council, is quite superb, providing a variety of tarmac and loose surfaced roads that provide a real challenge to the driver, and Kenny has pedalled every inch of them. He knows every curb, where to cut and where not to cut, and where each fraction of a second can be gained. But surprisingly, he's not fastest over the first 2 stages. That honour goes to Andrew Nesbitt. In fact, the Armagh driver has a 3-second advantage over Kenny, and despite a lurid spin over the finish line on stage 2, he's set a new course record of 1 minute 30 seconds. David Greer, always a front runner in the park, is 3rd in the AST escort. And Bertie Fisher's 4th. Bertie's return to the Burma event is welcomed by all, but the Circuit and Donegal winner has no intention of offering his impreza to the trees. So it's a fast but conservative, by his standard, run in the Tough Mac car. Frank Meagher is equal fourth with Bertie after 2 stages in the Lombard and Ulster Escort. They're both 6 seconds down on the leader. Then we have James Cullen and Mickey Farrell tying in 6th place, a further second behind. James, like his great rival in the Donegal International, Bertie Fisher, is very well aware of the costs that can be incurred, and this high-speed Forest Ranger is determined not to mark his immaculate Yorkie Escort. Mickey Farrell and Anthony Nestor, the RIAC Vard National Rally champions, are on their 2nd visit, and despite a few overshoots, Michael was again putting on a very impressive show in the Cora Subaru. Multiple British rally champion and 7-time Circuit of Ireland winner Jimmy McRae is also on his 2nd visit, and he's rapidly getting used to Eddie Torran's escort. As in Killarney and Donegal, Chris Patterson is on the notes, and Jimmy's not afraid to go near the trees, or our cameraman for that matter. Former winner Kenny Colbert is in the top 10, but Derek McGarrity in Kenny's old Metro is not. Next up, more Scottish visitors. Neil Dugan from Ayr is partnered by Mike Gibson, and his fellow countryman Raymond Munro is about to make the shortest run to an accident in the history of the Burma Rally. Raymond has come all the way from Inverness to do this. Let's just put the clock back on that in replay. Just 6 seconds from leaving the start line, Raymond and local co-driver Noel Orr are in the tree. They're effectively out of the event, but they still run in the later stages. Stevie Emerson misses his tree this year, as does Roy Hazlitt. Mind you, he does get a little overexcited later on. But what has happened to Johnny Milner in the Hearst Nissan Sunny? We're on board with Willie McKee reading the notes.
150, right 4, 50, right 9 and right 6. Brake 10 before second bench for
Sadly
right
for the little
9.
Yorkshire lad, the Sunny has developed an electrical fault which did not show up in testing, and the Group A car is hopelessly down on power no matter how hard he tries. And boy does he try.
300, crest 70, left 8, brake just before the arrow. Twisty for 100, into long left 2, over 100, right 8, crest and left 5, into long right 2, continues over crest, 150, late, left 4, medium cut. And finish.
The next 3 stages include the dangerous tree-lined section along by the lake. Nesbitt leads, but he's had an incident on each run, and as David Powell's footage shows, he runs out of luck in a big way this time. The car now only has 3 wheels, and Andrew realises it's all over. Kevin Boland's camcorder records his quest for privacy in this moment of frustration. But there are no hiding places in Lurgan Park.
Right, folks, now please clear
Back in the trees there, it was very slippy and loose. The tanker had been out of the water and left it very slippy. Unfortunately for us, we hit one of the trees and took the back wheel off the car.
Now, you were absolutely flying. You were leading the rally at the time.
Well, it was a very steady run from the start. We knew that we could be reasonably quick here because on the circuit we won the Circuit of Ireland stage here. And we knew the car was reasonably quick in round the park here. But unfortunately, as I said, the car stepped out on us and caught the tree.
Once again, Kenny McKinstry moves back to the top of the timesheets on the Burma Rally. He's fastest on stage 3 by 3 seconds. Second fastest on stage 4, 1 second slower than David Greer, and fastest again on stage 5. Tom Spence, sitting in the passenger seat of his new car, is enjoying the master class of all time, as his car now has a 6-second advantage over the opposition. David Greer and Michael Reid on the notes is the opposition, but the AST Escort has only managed to close the gap on one stage. However, the Kerry Duff driver is definitely going for it this year. Frank Meagher is going for the Kerry Duff driver. His Lombard and Ulster car trails the other Cosworth by 4 seconds, and he's quickened up after a relatively slow start. The Tipperary driver, incidentally, has switched his Escort back to the electronics package he used in Killarney and changed a bench shock absorber. Bertie Fisher and Rory Kennedy are just 1 second behind Meagher and leaving space between the sides of the Subaru and the Craigavon Borough Council's property. James Cullen and Ellen Morgan, adopting the same philosophy as Fisher, are moving up rapidly, and they will shortly move into 5th spot in the Yorkie Escort. They match the Subaru's times of both stages 4 and 5. They say the hallmark of a great driver is that they can step into any car and be competitive right away. This certainly applies to Jimmy McRae, who by the 3rd stage has set the 2nd fastest time. But he's dropping back a little now with gearbox problems. Ken Colbert and Jerry McVeigh share 7th place with the Scottish maestro. Ken's not been out in an event for quite some time, and he admits to being a little bit rusty. Mickey Farrell and Nancy Nestor are in 5th place, but now under a big threat from Cullen, McRae and Colbert. Still, in 2 years, the RD driver has become a Lurgan Park star, and he is now well capable of playing with the big boys. And now it's your opportunity to experience the unique event from inside Willie Singleton's Blue Gas Sierra. Tom Collins calls the notes.
200. Turn fast right, cut it, 60. Keep left, the hairpin right. Into medium right opens, 75. Turn left. The medium left up. Then, hold on, the medium left and through the laurels.
Off the tarmac onto the loose,
right,
and into the trickiest part in the whole circuit. Just watch how close these trees are, and we're going to be doing between 70 and 75 miles an hour along this section.
Continues. Keep it going. Keep it at it. Medium left. 80. Turn hairpin right onto tarmac.
Down into first gear and a brief respite as we get back on the tarmac.
In the turn left at the brake light of the fence. Keep right, turn square left. 200.
Now it's right up through the gearbox onto the fastest part of the course. Touching about 95 miles an hour before we have to brake for this very tight left-hander.
150. Slight left. 70. Turn square right of the tree. 80. Absolute crest. 70. Very fast left. Continues and continues. Keep it at it.
It's
Fast
speed
left
from
down
here
hill.
on into the finish. Absolute flat-out stuff, all on tarmac, and very frightening.
Keep it at it. Keep it going. Very fast left. And finish. Well done, son.
Willie is an experienced park visitor, but Jay Jordan is a novice, albeit a quick novice. Richard Young is alongside him to temper the bankerman's enthusiasm. It doesn't work.
Trees in Lurgan Park are always quite close to the road. They were just a wee bit closer than usual this time, I'm afraid.
And what actually happened?
We just tipped one with the left-hand rear wheel, which is easy enough to do when you're going slightly sideways, as you are. And it bounced the car around to the left and it went straight in quite heavily into a bigger tree on the driver's door. I mean, the first rule of being a rally driver, as I've been explaining to Jay, is that you're supposed to have an accident on the navigator's side. And it was very nice of him to spare me that particular experience this time, but a sudden stop.
Throughout the afternoon, the clubmen battle for class honours, and Group N goes to Morris Gass and Sean McCardle in the Emo Escort. James Gillen had given them considerable opposition, and Michael Murray travelled all the way from the Midlands to provide variety in the class with his Central Garages Nissan. Davy Crockett and Tommy Spears take Class 2 from Paul Fox and Billy McCullen's Similar Nova. Paul is in a particular hurry to complete the day, as his wife is expecting a Nova member of the family any moment. Raymond Mason and Harry McAllister and Stephen Whitford and Stephen Dowds continue the highly entertaining Sunbeam War that they've been conducting all year in the Northern Ireland Championship. Keith White and Henry Campbell win Class 3 in their Vauxhall engined Escort. With Hugh O'Brien, another Lurgan veteran, and the ever-entertaining Roy Hazlitt going round as often as he went forward. But Charlie Donnelly's day was spoilt with a jump start penalty. Class 4 goes to the Doyle brothers in their NIIB Honda.
Can we stop you there for a minute, Kenny? All going according to plan again.
I think I'm not just as fit as I used to be. I wouldn't say that now, Plum. David Greer there is within 6 seconds of us, you know. Stepped up the pace a little bit on the last stage, you know, but still very, very close, you know. 6 seconds is not a lot.
I noticed over the years you always go out on the bicycle in between runs.
Yeah, because we're not using any pace notes or anything like that, and basically what you're doing is just to see where, you know, the gravel has been lying, you know, this corner just back from us. There's gravel now in a different place on it, you know, stones hooked out and that. And just in case maybe any of the marshals, you know, decided at the last minute to change, you know, a simple thing like setting a tyre out maybe a foot farther out, you know, in here so precise. I mean, you just take the wheel out of the car, you know. So it's a bit of exercise and it gets you out of the, eases the stresses a little bit, you know, just getting out on the bicycle.
2 tests to go, and it already looks as if Kenny has his 8th Burma Rally in the bag. He's enjoying every moment of being reunited with his beloved legacy, and he puts another 2 seconds between him and the opposition.
Now there's just 1 stage to go. Where has the rally leader gone? The stunned public listen to the course commentator Ian Besant. Johnny Milner, running at number 2, is unaware that Kenny has a problem.
150 into right 5, small cut. 70.
But look out for the tire marks and the debris on the left. Kenny McKinstry has been off in a big way.
Into left 5, onto loose cut maybe.
That mark on the road shows where he's dragged the car off the stage.
100 tightens to 4 at small trees, 30.
As Johnny Milner continues on his way, David Coulter catches the tail end of the disaster as Kenny throws his £3,500 bag of gold into the fence and does nothing to improve Tom Spencer's motor car. Johnny Milner is now close to the end of the stage.
Left 3, cut. Finish.
Kenny McKinstry, out of rally.
Did you see him?
An accident and a half, he's had.
Didn't see it. You took 2 off that time.
It's an accident and a half, all right. The only consolation is that the Subaru is only superficially damaged. The sensational mishap was caused by a deflating rear tyre.
David Greer and Michael Reid are so put off by the mishap that they're not even sure if they've won. But won they have, after 10 years of trying.
Frank Meagher and Pat Malochney take second for the 2nd year in succession, just 4 seconds behind the winners. It's proving to be a great year for the Dunlop Tarmac Championship leaders. 2 international wins, 2 third places, and now 2nd here at Lurgan Park.
Bertie Fisher and Rory Kennedy's fast consistency has paid off, with a commendable 3rd place in the Tough Mac Subaru.
And James Cullen and Ellen Morgan got quicker all day to finish in 4th place and take equal fastest time on the final stage with 5th place finishers Jimmy McRae and Chris Patterson. Not bad when you consider that the Torrens Escort was missing 5th gear for the final 2 stages. So the big news is that it's not Kenny McKinstry on the winner's rostrum this year. Instead, Lady Luck, after a long absence, has beamed down on David Greer today. It's a wonderful bonus for the AST team, who've had such bad luck with the Escort. Davey, finishes don't come any more exciting than that.
No, it was very exciting the whole day, and we probably had settled for 2nd going into the final stage, and was surprised to see Kenny off, and just glad we were able to hold it together to finish, I think.